Yeah, it's dark.
The moon landing happened, Jake.
Real dad shit, dog.
Don't fuck with me or I'ma fuck with you.
For all the emo sad girls, I want to touch bellies with this man.
Woo!
Well, welcome to Streamlab.
Jake, I told you we were about to start hitting record. You already have cookies in your mouth?
You just gonna set cookies in front of me and expect me not to eat them?
Nah, I made cookies because it's spooky season. I'm gonna eat one too.
Little pumpkin cookies. There we go.
There we go.
All these cookies finna be gone.
Bro, these are gooey cookies too. This is not good for talking.
Anyway. Commence talking.
Jake, you're back.
I'm back.
There's been 2 episodes without you. 29 and 30. You missed the big 3-0, bud.
Oh. Damn.
What?
Oh, damn.
Oh, I thought you were like, something was wrong with the cookies or some shit. Nah, I told everyone you were at a wedding.
I was.
Was it a good wedding?
It was a good wedding. Nice small wedding. Only
Yeah.
a couple people.
Did you know that I was grinding while you were wedding?
Wedding? Weddinging?
Wedding.
Wedding.
You was over there wedding.
Wedding. I wasn't getting married. I've been married for a while.
Just to clarify.
Just to clarify.
You only talk about your wife in like every other podcast episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we also just picked up this random 2 Silos Brewing Company, 7% alcohol pumpkin ale.
Handcrafted in Virginia.
Yeah, in goddamn Virginia. So we gotta taste it. Do we like take a bite of cookie first, baby?
I've already got a cookie in my mouth. God damn, that thing is full. Pumpkin ale, huh? We're getting real white girl up in here.
Yep. It's Halloween. It's like October 2nd.
That tastes like pumpkin pie.
Ooh. That's really good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
This is Bone Jangles, the remix. I'm Aaron. This is Jake. This is Scene Labs. All right, Jake. Well, to open us up, I got a couple things to go over. Because you added another concert to your 2024 concert resume. You want to tell everyone about next weekend?
3 concerts in a row. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back to back.
All in different cities.
All in different cities. One of them's here, though. So
Yeah, well, it's still a difference. We're still going to be in Raleigh the night before.
Yeah.
So we're going to the home team in our home venue, the Canal Club in Richmond, Virginia. They last minute kind of announced some like lead up shows to their tour with Neck Deep. That tour was going to be 5 hours from us. So when the home team announced a show at our little ass venue in Richmond, Virginia, we were like, well, fuck yeah, we got to go. And Jake has never seen the home team before. So
Nope. Not in person. I have not.
Nope. But he's become a fan over the year. And I think you're going to have a really good time. Also, Arrows in Action is direct support. And they're very good. And then Pulses has actually toured with 2 Sides before.
Oh.
Or at least I believe they have. They're a Virginia band. So I feel like every Virginia band now has toured with 2 Sides.
They do be getting out there.
Yes, they do. So then after that, what do we have?
Well, after that is Dayseeker show.
Dayseeker, Alpha Wolf, Catch Your Breath, and Kingdom of Giants. Now, let me ask you something. Does the likelihood of you injuring yourself increase by how many concerts we're going to within a 3-day period?
Well, yeah, just like mathematically, the more concerts I go to, the higher chance I have of injuring myself.
So do you still think you have a higher chance of injuring yourself at Dayseeker and Alpha Wolf, or will it be the last show here in Lynchburg?
I guess it depends on how big the last show is.
Because I feel like the last...
Trying to mosh in a pizza restaurant?
It's a
Because I am.
Isn't it like an extension of
Yeah.
the pizza restaurant? It's
Yeah,
not the actual restaurant.
No, it's not a what the fuck is up, Dennis
Yeah.
kind of situation.
What the fuck is up, Litos? That'd be sick, though.
It would be sick.
If they just got up on a fucking booth with a fucking chicken wing and a microphone. And then, yeah. So we have a really heavy weekend of concerts ahead of us. Jake, I've been fucking sick and doing interviews.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault. I was the one that booked them. I'm the one that chose the only dates of the entire year that I would be sick. It's all right though, because
You didn't consult your crystal ball first?
I did not. I didn't consult my stones.
Didn't pull the right tarot card, I see.
I guess not. Didn't listen to enough Ice Nine Kills. But yeah, I got through them. And actually the last one we did, which isn't out. Well, no, by the time you're hearing this episode, it will be out. So I interviewed Our Hollow Our Home and Conquer Divide, which, holy shit, I just said those names out loud, talking about our stupid little podcast, getting them on. That is so fucking sick.
Who'da thunk it?
We're also...
It's 69 degrees outside. Nice. Sorry.
Very nice, actually.
ADHD brain.
Yeah. We're at 89 subscribers on YouTube right now.
89.
Can we get it to 100?
Can almost fill a plane.
If everyone listening to watching this video, we average between like 50 and 200 views per video right now.
I don't really know how many people sit on a plane.
Probably like 60.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those big fucking planes that have like layers, like you walk up steps and down steps and there's seats on both levels.
And in the middle. I've never been on a plane big enough to have seats in the middle.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I have. I think those are only like
international
flights.
Possibly. I've been on an international flight technically, but it wasn't that big.
Where the fuck did you fly to?
Mexico.
Oh, duh.
Cancun.
So if the only countries you and I together have been to outside of the US is Mexico?
Yeah.
I've never been anywhere else.
Me either.
Okay. Well, I take that back. I went to the Cayman Islands. Does that count?
Yeah, I guess.
That's a weird place. It's just an island of people trying to sell you shit.
That's how Cancun is.
Is it?
Yeah. They try to sell you an exchange of your own money. Like there's people like trying to like get you to go exchange your money somewhere.
Because
like
why?
US dollars for pesos.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because they scalp the shit out of you. That's why.
Well, look, I don't think that's how the Cayman Islands were, though.
There's no regulation on exchange. Like, if you're at the airport, you might get 16 pesos for $1 US. But if you go out of Cancun to some kind of exchange place, you can get like 19 pesos for $1.
So how do you know when you're being scammed or not? If you're not up
Just
with how much it's
don't do it
worth?
at the airport.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. Because you could like walk into another city in Mexico and your American dollar can be worth more.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like here versus New York. Just it's the same money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 89. Can we get it to 100, guys? That'd be fucking sick.
Triple digits.
You want to hear something crazy? You know, do you ever watch Nick Nocturnal's channel and he's like, also, did you know that blah, blah, blah % of you aren't subscribed?
Yeah.
Bro, do you want to take a guess of how many people watch our shit and don't subscribe?
Like percentages?
Yeah.
90%.
96%. Y'all, look, I love you. But y'all motherfuckers like to just click on shit that interests you and then be gone.
You ain't helping nobody.
Do nice things. Have fun. No, but yeah, it's been great. Our
You
last
don't even have to watch any of the rest of the videos. Like, just bury it in all your other subscriptions. Because if you're like me, you've got hundreds.
Bro, I subscribe to any channel that I think isn't a piece of shit.
Yeah, I can subscribe and never watch another video
I unsubscribe from P. Diddy, goddammit.
I don't think I've ever unsubscribed from anybody. I just stopped watching it.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I think we're going to hit the big 100 this week because Our Hollow Our Home is officially our biggest episode yet. Now, Jake, I don't want you to take offense to the fact that our biggest episode is the one that you're not on.
I think that just proves that you don't need me.
No, I need you.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Our TikTok does well because of you. Because I post the funny clips of shit you say. Like, who the fuck is Paramore? Who are you? That's one of our biggest ones.
Ronnie Radke is Ronnie Radke's biggest fan.
Yep, that's another one. And our callers have also been pretty big on TikTok.
Our callers are great.
You know which TikTok of ours stills gets a bunch of views from like the very beginning?
Which one?
The tornado one where I'm like, Jake, don't you hear the storm? And you're like, no, I don't hear anything. And then you're like, oh yeah, there it is.
The good old times of the garage.
We'll go back to the garage when
it's coming up on wintertime.
Yeah, we can go back in there.
It'll be nice. There's a lot of shit in there now.
Or we could just stay here. Honestly, I might.
When we were filming that, my motorcycle was not there.
That's true. And your motorcycle's not going to be out in the wintertime.
No.
Is the four-wheeler running yet?
No, it's parked up in a corner. On its back. It's standing straight up in a corner. More room.
So we might stay here. We might go to the garage. Who knows? We might go to the streets.
We might get evicted from here. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll find out. Tune in. What else was going to say? And then Conquer Divide. Our interview with them is not out yet. But Conquer Divide is by far the biggest artist we've had on the podcast. So I think we're going to hit 100 subscribers during that.
Make it happen.
Week. Make it fucking happen. If you can get us to 150, if you can take a picture of our subscribers at 149 and then 150, 2 separate pictures, what are you going to give them?
Me? Why me?
Because you're the one that offers to give
calling me out. Why are you calling me out like that?
We'll give you his cookie.
I might eat his cookie. If these are gone, I might eat his cookie.
But yeah, thank you guys just for watching and for commenting. That also, the last Our Hollow interview got a lot of comments. It was like 24 comments right now. So it's only been out 2 days and it has almost 700 views.
Hell yeah. 700 views and less than 100 subscribers.
Less than 30 subscribers. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to redact that. That is so wrong. I was thinking of comments again.
Oh.
89. I think it's 89 subscribers. So 11 more to get us into triple digits.
That's over 600 people that watched a little bit of it and then didn't subscribe. Maybe they just don't like us.
They just like to watch the artists we talk to and then the funny shit we say.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Jake, you want to tell everyone what our most popular video is on YouTube?
Buzzwords, Aaron.
For randomly, dude. The fucking short clip of us talking about Tom Hanks' son texting him about Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Yeah, we mentioned the Kendrick and Drake beef at the right time.
5 minutes.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah. But yeah, that has like 3,000 views. So like, it always annoys me because all of our videos have nice like thumbnails now and graphics. And then there's just this one fucking video at the top of the list that's us talking about Drake. It has no thumbnail. Thanks, guys. Jake, Linkin Park have returned with their new single, Heavy is the Crown. This is what you asked for! It is the second single from the band's upcoming eighth, goddamn, studio album from Zero. Huh?
I said first.
What?
First album.
What do you mean first? Oh.
You don't remember? I haven't been gone that long. I said it was a different band.
Yeah. You and a million other people.
Yeah.
The song serves as the main theme for League of Legends World Championship and is also set to appear in Arcane Season 2 soundtrack. So, Jake, you heard the song. You saw the really fucking expensive animated music video that, by the way, was not motion capture. That shit was fucking, like, drawn, it looked like. I don't think it was motion capture.
I think some of it was.
You do?
Well, the animations that they do now doesn't really have to be motion capture. They just put it over top of, a regular video. But also, what a weird, I don't know how to... Well, no, it's not weird that it's a collab with League of Legends because Linkin Park is they've... Transformers? I mean...
Well, think about all the other bands that have... God, these cookies are really hard to eat and talk.
Yeah.
Think about all the bands that have collabed with League of Legends. We got The Word Alive, Jeremy McKinnon from A Day to Remember, Paris.
I don't even know any of this lore.
Against the Current.
I don't know any of the League of Legends lore.
My point is, ever since COVID, they've been recruiting some of the pop punk, emo artists. So I think it actually makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
For them to pick up Linkin Park at this point. They're easily the biggest rock band in the world.
Yep.
I mean, they're bigger than Metallica at this point.
And this, I'd say this speaks directly to Emily Armstrong, because heavy as the crown. You finna wear it. Welcome.
Dude, she's about to get paid like she ain't ever been paid before. That first check gonna hit, and she gonna be like, charity.
Hopefully
it's not.
charity.
These anonymous donations, Emily. They're going, what is that? Bomb cruise? Nah. I'm gonna give her a chance. Anyway, fans and influencers across the globe were all having their stopwatches out on their phone at the same time because Emily Armstrong clocked in at a 16-second scream. 1 second less than Chester's legendary scream in the song Given Up. I think that was a smart move. I think even if she could have gone longer, and they actually talked about it afterwards, like how they made sure it was less than Chester's. I think that is a respectful thing to do.
Yeah.
Now, you could have just been ballsy, blown Chester out of the water and gone for like 20 seconds, and then everyone would accuse you that you like overlapped it in the fucking mixing process, and it's not real.
Well, they and me would have said it was unnecessary to do that just to prove a point.
Yeah. I think that keeping it a second less than Chester was a good move. So the reception for the song has been really good. I think people really, really liked the return to heavy Linkin Park. You can think about it. Even when Linkin Park, the last album cycle with Chester was not heavy. And I think a lot of people were missing that meaty, gritty, Meteora, Minutes to Midnight, Hybrid Theory, like just riffage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even saying the scream was 100% necessary. Like, it was great. I'm glad it was there. But just like the mic rapping the verses and the heavy guitar over the chorus, I mean, that is so Linkin Park.
I am glad that they're doing it, for sure.
You glad that they're what?
That they're going this direction.
Oh, yeah.
With the music. I'm kind of sad that they did it too late, but...
Well, Chester might have wanted to make a softer album.
That's true.
And by the way, that Linkin Park album the last one he was a part of was good. I don't care what any fucking says. It's poppy, sure, but it's good. 10 million views on the YouTube video in 24 hours. It was the #1 trending YouTube video for like 48 hours. That's insane.
Yeah.
We're talking on a scene podcast about alternative music, and someone that isn't Machine Gun Kelly is putting up these kind of views. I mean, this is bigger than Machine Gun Kelly. For sure.
Well, they've got a very long-standing name in the industry. So.
You know what I'm curious? Do you think Linkin Park has more monthly listeners than Paramore?
Yeah. Of course.
You think so?
100%.
Look it up. I'm curious, okay? And I'm curious as to how much more. Because I agree with you. I think Linkin Park also has more, but I don't think it's by much.
I made a cookie while you look. As far as like this genre goes, I'd be willing to bet that they have the most out of this entire genre of music.
Bill Murray gonna pass them one day.
59 million.
Oh, it's gone up 3 million since yesterday when I made these notes.
59,615,000.
Scroll down where it says out of 500, which artist they are on Spotify.
Number 30 in the world.
The 30th most listened to artist on Spotify in the fucking world right now. Yeah, Paramore ain't doing that.
No. Oh, you want to... Was that 59 mil? Paramore's got 22.
So what number are they?
284th.
Okay. Now, arguably, Linkin Park's numbers have gone up.
More than double.
Yeah. Linkin Park's numbers have gone up substantially since their big comeback.
Well, even if they went up a little bit, it's probably still more than double.
Linkin Park is the biggest band in the alternative music scene. I think that's safe to say at this point.
How do you just get to the top artists?
Where's Bring Me at right now? Bring Me's getting close. Bring Me's more than they ever have been right now.
14 mil.
Yeah, they're the biggest scene band. I'm pretty sure. I would say A Day to Remember only has like 2 or 3 million.
That's crazy to me.
Under Oath only has 1.
That's
Ice Not Kills only has 1.5. Bad Omens, I think, look up Bad Omens. I'm pretty sure they're like 8.
Yeah. They blew up, though.
Yeah, but so did Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah, 5.
5.
Bad Omens has 5.
And then Falling Reverse, I'm pretty sure, has like 6.
8.
Jesus.
Falling Reverse is up to 8.
So Falling Reverse and Bring Me the Horizon are probably the 2 biggest scene bands right now.
Dead to Remember's only got 4.9.
Okay, so kind of close to Bad Omens then.
Yeah.
Beartooth? Nah, they're not that big, are they?
1.9.
So 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got like Breaking Benjamin and Shinedown.
Shinedown's got to be up there.
I think Shinedown's going to be lower than you think.
6 million?
Okay, never mind.
That's a lot lower than I thought.
It's a lot lower. Bring Me the Horizon. Fucking, what's Falling in Reverse 8, you said?
Yeah.
Dude, think back.
How is Falling in Reverse bigger than Shinedown?
10, 15 years ago, someone came to you and said, hey, one day, Falling in Reverse is going to be bigger than Shinedown. But yeah, Falling in Reverse is bigger than your favorite dad rock band. Crazy. Do you think they're bigger than Five Finger Death Punch?
Ooh, I hope so.
You hope Falling in Reverse is bigger?
Yeah. I fucking hate Five Finger Death Punch now. 6.
They are. So they're about the same size as Breaking Benjamin. Yeah, it's a fun game to play.
It's a fun game.
Okay, let's do like a couple guesses. Sleeping with Sirens. What do you think they're at?
2 or 3?
I think they're at like
3.
Yeah.
3.2.
Pretty big, right? Compared to like what I thought they'd be.
Bigger than All That Remains, which I just searched. But
that's
they're
another
older.
one.
They've fallen off. Not a whole lot of people listen to them anymore.
You're doing your Shaggy voice.
It's understandable. Sorry.
Who's another? Oh, I Prevail. What do you think they're at?
I'm
gonna say 6.
I'm gonna say 4. 4.9. So 5.
So 5. So we're both not equal. Okay. Yeah, I mean, monthly listeners is kind of how people go by popularity now.
What do you think, like, mainstream things when people think of rock? Like Metallica.
I think they're probably 20 or 30.
27.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about, like, Megadeth?
4.
Ooh, they fell. Well, they were probably more popular before Spotify even existed, to be honest.
Yeah, when it was on 8-track tapes.
Do you think there's more dads out there with 8 tracks of Megadeth than there is monthly listeners for Megadeth?
Yeah.
Hidden in their little divorced go bag. Dog, the cookies idea was such a good idea, but it was such a bad idea.
Yeah, it's hard to do a podcast at the same time.
All right. What do you give Heavy as the Crown? And do you like the fact that they're still trying to sound like Linkin Park?
I do like the fact that they're still trying to sound like Linkin Park, yes.
And when you say trying, do you think they're doing a good job with what they have?
I think they are doing a good job. As far as how they're writing the music, they're writing it more for her vocals than she does. Like, it's not even a cover because technically it's the same band, but it sounds like a cover to me. I don't know.
So do you think you'll find yourself leaning more into the Mike heavy songs? Like the ones with his rapping and his singing on it and stuff? Or will you find yourself leaning more towards something like this?
Like I said, I'm not leaning away from it.
It's just not Linkin Park.
It'll become the new normal eventually if they keep making music, which I'm fine with Linkin Park making new music and being which I'm fine with Linkin Park making music and being successful.
Yeah.
But
I'll go see him live still if I ever get the chance.
If you can fucking afford it.
Got to try to get tickets to Sleep Token first.
Oh, that's another one.
Oh, yeah. I think same as Bad Omens. What were they? They were like 4 or 5.
4? Sleep Token's got 3.7.
But it's still impossible to get tickets to their shows.
Yeah.
So Bad Omens is bigger than Sleep Token right now.
As on Spotify, yeah. But it's easier to get Bad Omens tickets?
No, it's about the same. That's why I said last week when we were talking about Warped Tour, how it'd be them headlining together probably.
True.
One more thing to note about Heavy as the Crown or Linkin Park before we rate it. They announced their world tour dates. They added some more of them, and they announced the support. Sleep Token and Bad Omens. Which Dude, shout out to Linkin Park for giving a nod in our direction. Like, having Sleep Token and Bad Omens as your opening act. And they're 2 separate dates. They're not playing the same day. But that's still fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They could have easily gotten any pop artist they wanted to, probably. Any, like, mainstream artist. But they chose our scene babies.
All right, so we got to rate it.
I got to give it a 4. It was a really good song. That 16-second scream, man, is fucking great. Lover or hater. And Mike's rapping and those, like, just those Linkin Park noises. I don't know how else to explain it. The instrumentals.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with 4 as well.
Hell yeah. Now, here's the thing, though. Before I piss off a bunch of people, there are songs off of Hybrid Theory, Meteor, and Minutes to Midnight that are 5s out of 5. Like, truly. I've never given a 5 on the show, and those 3 albums are full of them. So just because I'm giving this a 4 doesn't mean I like it more than the old Linkin Park stuff. Do you agree that there are Linkin Park songs that are 5s?
Yes.
Okay.
So next we have The Plot and You. And The Plot and You have shared their breathtaking new single, Pretend, taken from their forthcoming EP, Volume 3.
And those little bit of dramatics were brought to you by Rock Sound. Because Jake would never talk like that. But, you know, I wanted to add some flair to the singles. Dude, The Plot and You miss.
They don't. Not recently.
Like, holy shit.
I can't say if they ever.
I'm just going to put this down here. The Plot and You used to be such a mid band. Like, I remember, what was that? Swan Songs? Is that the album with the yellow with the lady on it with the purple letters?
Swan Songs?
That album was like, did nothing for me. And then they started doing these like 3-track EPs. Yeah, so Swan Song. Dispose was good.
I feel like there was some bangers on that.
There might have been.
None of them stood out to me, but I remember the album cover.
But my point is, look at the fucking volume 1, 2, and 3 EPs. You probably recognize every song.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because Don't Look Away. That thing's a banger.
Divide.
Yeah, what was on volume 1? Divide.
Divided. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, like, that's my point. The Plot and You are so huge right now. Like, their shit is just so good.
I just remember the album cover from Swan Song.
Well, because there's almost titties.
I mean, technically, there's a titty.
Well, okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, there's a shadow over it, but there's The
Plot and You, like, I believe wasn't there. Never mind. Anyway, fucking Landon Tours. What?
Nothing.
The Plot and You and Landon Tours solo project are just fucking insanely good, and it's interesting because they go from making the heaviest fucking songs in metalcore to just singy feels are real songs.
Yeah.
The last 2 songs they've released have been very like post-hardcore, yelly, singy songs. And I am a fucking sucker for those, let me tell you.
Been Here Before is probably one of my go-to songs right now.
That was the one that came out last, right?
That might have been the...
There's only 3 songs on the EP when this is number 2 that just came out.
All right, then, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which one's your favorite so far of the 3 volumes? I mean, I know we're missing one song, but...
I mean, I don't know. Volume 2 is really good. Because it was super heavy. And
that had Forgotten and Don't Look Away.
Yeah, Don't Look Away had me in a death grip.
Fuck that. Fit for King reference. That music video is fucking weird, though. I still haven't watched the whole thing for Don't Look Away.
I love it because it's perfect.
If The Plot and You comes near us anytime soon, I think I'm going to have to catch a show.
Yeah.
They were touring with Beartooth, and we almost went, but then I couldn't get tickets. They were sold out. You know, who's surprised that Beartooth and The Plot and You sold out? It was like Asheville, North Carolina, too. It was a fucking arena. So... yeah, not that much to say about this. Like, I say the vocalist Landon Tours also said via Rock Sound, Pretend touches on the depressing nature of the current state of the world, how we tend to live in our own bubbles and forget the atrocities happening around us. So, I mean, who doesn't want to listen to a fucking post-hardcore song about a sad guy who has distanced himself for the rest of the world? I mean, isn't that just like everyone's bread and butter nowadays?
Yeah, for sure.
Jake under
the world's fucked up. Let me write a song.
Jake under a Honda Civic turning some bolts and the song comes on. He's like, yeah.
I feel that.
I feel that.
Me trying to get a wheel bearing out for 2 days. It was like the end of the first day and this morning.
And how long was it supposed to take?
It was an 1.5-hour job. That's what I got paid for it. Probably took me a total of 3 to 3.5 hours.
Damn. The plot in you relates.
Good old Rust.
They wrote you a song.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to say 3.75. It was missing something, but I don't know what it is, but it was still a banger. 3.75.
I'll give it a 4.
4.
Yeah. And then after that, we have something of similar sound a lot of people don't listen to, but if you are a local like us and you're in the scene at all, you know exactly who it is.
Yep.
Because
they're local Lynchburg, Virginia legends.
They are Lynchburg legends. And that is Two Sides of Me.
Our
friends.
Boys.
And they have a new single out called Follow You Into the Grave.
Follow you into the grave, but I'm still chasing your ghost. Can't far enough away to grow right into where you go. Some wounds may never heal, but I can't let you drag me down into the grave. What I never thought we'd be.
It is a banger of a song, and it is a classic
metalcore song.
Like, yeah, the composition of this song is just so good and so true to its
like, let me give you an example. If you had heard you
stuck this in a Plot and You album somewhere,
I was gonna say, if you stuck this on I'm gonna say like the second to latest Wage War album, and you had never heard either band before, you could say, oh yeah, there's no difference here. There's just different vocalists. The production is fucking incredible. The vocals are fucking incredible. Everything is great about it. And
everybody should go listen to that.
Because the only thing keeping a band like this from being as big as Motionless in White or Wage War or any fucking metalcore band we talk about on the show is just enough people finding it and showing it to other people. And this is one of those songs that if the right fucking person heard it, or the right record label heard it, or the right person with enough fucking Twitter followers heard it, it could be the next big metalcore thing. And I'm serious. I'm not just saying that because they're our friends. Although my boy Tony is throwing down the fucking squeakiest of cleans in this song, and I am so proud of that motherfucker. Tony, you sound great. Also, Elijah, you sound great too. Fuck, just both of y'all are fucking gods. 4.5 out of 5 on God.
Yeah, 4.5, 4.75 even.
I'm not even exaggerating that. It's just that good. Redhook have released their new single entitled Dr. Frankenstein featuring Lucas of Holding Absence.
Where do we go from this sickening horror show? So am I Dr. Frankenstein? Am I Dr. Frankenstein? Or was I the monster the whole time? Did I create this nightmare?
Got a little bit of a spooky song for the spooky season, Jake. Little spooky pop punk.
Dr. Frankenstein.
I can't roll my R's, but Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Anyway, just cut that. Singer Emmy Mack had this to say to Kerrang. Ultimately, the song is about me owning my shit and taking accountability for my role in a past relationship that became toxic as hell. During the breakup, I was guilty of privately indulging that kind of victim mentality. But now that I'm a bit older and wiser, I feel like it's important to take responsibility for the mistakes that I made too. Holding Absence are one of our favorite bands in the world right now. Ours too. And Lucas's vocal talents are unparalleled. I wrote the song with the male feature in mind, and Lucas was number 1 on the list. We cheered so hard when he said he loved the song and was keen to jump on board. I'm super hyped to be featured on the song, adds Lucas. I knew from the moment that I heard it that I had to get involved. Dr. Frankenstein is a total rager with hooks galore, and Redhook are a great band. I can't wait for people to hear it. Yeah, this came out of fucking nowhere. I had never heard of this band before, Jake, Redhook. But this shit's fucking good. I didn't know what I was in for. I saw Lucas was on it, and I'm like, okay, Holding Absence is in that weird genre where it's like not metalcore, not even heavy enough to be post-hardcore, but it's like emo rock, you know? But they've collabed with Alpha Wolf, who are almost a fucking hardcore band. So it was just, I had no idea what it was going to sound like. Hearing Lucas on a pop punk song was so sick, first of all. He sounded great. And then Emmy Mack, the singer of Redhook, is also very, very good. Jake, I thought the music video was actually kind of cool.
It was cool.
The little arcade.
Yeah.
Lucas was stuck in a little like 80s, 90s arcade game while he sang his parts.
Yeah, that was a good workaround to not actually have him there.
Because you know that they didn't fly to England to or the UK to get him on the video. Yeah, this is just one of those cool collaborations that isn't going to really do massive numbers. I hope it does, but it probably won't. It's just a little gem that I found that I think is really, really good. I find
it intriguing the way that bands get features tied into music videos. There's always great creative ways to try to figure that out.
I say back in the day, they used to just not.
Yeah.
Remember if it was like a small band that featured like Kellen Quinn on a song, Kellen just wouldn't be in the band and the lead singer would sing Kellen's part. Yeah. But nowadays it's just like, why don't we just get an iPhone and put you on a TV screen?
Yeah, you can put it in there.
Trying to get us demonetized over there with Throne, motherfucker.
I was just trying to wake the computer up. Chill out.
It's like, oh, you need some Throne right now while you're
why is that even playing?
You weren't even playing Throne last, were you?
No. Chill out. I know I like that song, but get out of my head.
I Prevail. Stuck in your... Anyway. Yeah, it's a banger. It's a great pop punk song. And Lucas sounds great. Music video was cool. I will pay attention to this band. That's what features do, and I think that's what they're meant to do, is just to get people to say, all right, I like this enough to listen to it.
Is it called Redhook because the singer's a redhead?
I have no idea. I did think it was an interesting band name, though.
Redhook.
Does like Captain Jack Sparrow have a red hook or some shit?
I don't know what the Redhook... She's a redhead. I don't know.
Okay, well, just because her hair is red doesn't mean that's why she named the band Redhook.
I don't know.
Jake.
Redhead. They write hooks. Who knows?
I'm going to give this song a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Jake, we have a kind of topic, kind of single-ish to discuss here. Instead of talking about each song one by one, I'm just going to go through and just say it. Beartooth.
I need your attention. I need it right now. I need it right now. I need your attention. I need it right now. I need it right now. I'll give you my everything, I promise. Just turn my world around.
And I Prevail. Both released deluxe albums last week or the week before. And before I critique the songs themselves, I want to talk about deluxe albums. It's a topic in and of itself that has been kind of relevant lately because Beartooth and I Prevail dropped deluxe albums. I Prevail dropped the True Power deluxe album and Beartooth dropped The Surface deluxe. Now, I'm not speaking about these songs individually, but man, is it exhausting now with deluxe albums. Because a band will drop a deluxe album and everyone will get all hype. There's new merch. There's new album cover. It's a whole new album that you purchase, right? And then it's like an acoustic song and 3 live songs, which is exactly what Beartooth did.
Oh.
I Prevail did take it up a notch and put out completely reworked songs that were stripped, but I think one of them was more cinematic. No new songs, but I feel like the stripped songs were, and the song with All Time Low. What is it called? Is it like Hate the Song? Their song with All Time Low, Hate This Song, was also on there. So yeah, they did give you a new song. However, man, deluxe albums used to be so much cooler. Deluxe albums used to have like 3 brand new songs on them.
There's a lot of re-recorded albums coming out too.
Like remastered and shit?
Yeah, remastered or re-recorded or reimagined or...
Okay, but I'm okay with remasters. Like, for example, A Day to Remember remastered their entire, I think it was their second album, and put it on Spotify.
But I feel like the reimagined stuff kind of fits in the same, like, deluxe album kind of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Reimagined is definitely different than remix and mastered.
Well, yeah.
I like reimagined tracks. Dayseeker always does it. Whenever they release an album, they put out like 6 reimagined tracks, which is so cool. And that's what I'm talking about. That would be cool. If you're not going to give me a bunch of new songs, at least, and Dayseeker like completely re-records them too. Like, it's just that I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to be a bitchy elder emo here, but back in my day, when fucking deluxe albums came out, there was like I think of Black Veil Bride's Wretched and Divine had like 4 brand new songs on it when that deluxe came out. Memphis Mayfire has released albums with like 2 or 3 brand new songs on it. Like, that's what I miss. And a lot of times, in the case of Bad Omens, a song on the deluxe will blow up more than any other song on the record. They had Limits on Finding God Before God Finds Me as a deluxe song. And now it was the biggest song on that album. Well, Dethrone might be bigger now, but it was one of the bigger songs. That's my little rant. I just think that deluxes are kind of cheap nowadays. And I know it's probably more of a record label thing than it is a band thing.
I don't know. Maybe it's a thing that maybe the record label wanted it a certain way and they kind of imagined it a different way.
Maybe. But
maybe there's some kind of clause in there, like after a certain amount of time, then you can put other things out and call it a...
Maybe. And I'll say this too. I'm not going to complain about deluxes going forward because that just seems to be how we're doing things now. But I'm definitely not going to be as excited about them, I think. I just need to like bring my expectations down a little bit. That being said, Beartooth did add a new song to The Surface entitled Attention. It was another happy Beartooth song.
Yeah.
It fits the vibe.
Happy poppy Beartooth.
Yeah, this one, I think this one was more poppy than any of the other songs on the record. I Was Alive was pretty poppy, the last song, but I told Jake this while we were listening. I'm like, it's almost as if Beartooth and the home team had a love child. And that's exactly what it fucking is. It is literally Caleb Shomo singing a home team song.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like.
with a heavier riff at the end, maybe.
Yeah, they do drop a little bit at the end.
A little bit of a rock down.
Yep.
Yeah. I give it a 3. I mean, it was good. It's catchy, but I don't think that I would search that out of Beartooth's discography.
Nah, I'll probably give it a 2 for me.
Oh, so you really didn't like it?
It's a little too poppy for me. I don't know. It just... Beartooth's super poppy, feeling myself, my ego's blowing up kind of thing. Not really feeling that.
I don't know if we're there yet.
No?
For me. Like, I get that
You watched the video, didn't you?
Yes. No. I know what you're saying because he lost a bunch of weight and he's proud of it. And he's always been a person that's been like very uncomfortable and self-conscious and stuff. So one day he lost a bunch of weight, stopped drinking, and just was happy with himself. And I think that that's okay. Ronnie is full of himself.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
I'm just saying we're not there yet.
Okay.
Caleb is still a very good person to my knowledge.
He's still a good boy for now.
Be a good boy, Caleb Shomo.
Be a good boy. Don't.
I think it would translate better live.
Probably.
And then as far as True Power by I Prevail, they had their one new song with All Time Low that we reviewed a couple weeks ago.
That one was good.
And it was very good. And then they also released 2 strip versions. They released 3, but one of them has been out for a year, which is also a little iffy. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I wasn't expecting those strip versions to be worth a damn, but they're fucking good. And they stand on their own. I think there's definitely a vibe for stripped I Prevail.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. Some of them, I think when you said cinematic, that feels way more, well, besides the one that had been out for a year, that one's kind of stripped.
Well, and Deep End kind of already had a stripped feel on the original.
True.
It was a slower song. But The Fear of Letting Go was a metalcore song. And I think that they did a really good job of stripping that down. Now, the man behind the curtain. I had to check.
Pay
I was
no
like,
attention to the man behind the curtain.
well, I mean, let's be honest, Jake. Every time we review a metalcore track, it's
We're
like
looking for one of 2 people.
Yep. Tyler Smith or Cody from Wage War. It's always one of them. And I did know that Tyler had worked with I Prevail in the past. So I was like, this is a really well arranged stripped version. So in the credits, and sure enough, our boy was there. Not discounting I Prevail, because they can clearly write a good song without Tyler. They did it on Lifelines and Heart versus Mind. I believe Tyler was a part of the Trauma album as well.
Something just like ADHD popped into my head. The Scooby-Doo thing.
Oh,
Who's behind the mask?
is it Tyler or Cody?
Old man Cody.
When in reality, all we want is Danger Kids back. Putting that out in the fucking world, make it happen. God damn.
You just get the Danger Kids essence.
Yeah.
Essence of Danger Kids.
Speaking of Tyler, though, I wanted to just briefly bring this up because I know we have a shit ton of crap to get to today. I showed you the Sonic the Hedgehog True Frontiers video game track list compilation. What is it called? Soundtrack. Yeah, the soundtrack songs. There were 4 of them that were written by Tyler Smith of Danger Kids, Julius from Loveless, and Kellen Quinn of Sleeping with Sirens. And I just discovered these. I knew they came out like 2 years ago, but I did not realize that there was more than one song with Kellen on it. And then I'm listening to this one and I hear someone rapping. And I'm like, ain't no goddamn way. They brought him out of retirement for Sonic. They got him on a beat, bro.
Man's a fan.
Oh, that was just so cool. And the songs were good.
Yeah, they were good.
All right. Jake, we got some albums to talk about.
But we don't have time to dive into them completely.
I'm going to give more time to one than the other. So let's get into the first one. Rain City Drive released their new album, Things Are Different Now.
No, we don't live in the past. Live in the moment, you know it don't last. Straight in the trauma to get me a plan. When it's over, we just leave the lights low. Roll back, eyes closed, it's suicidal. Coming off, you gotta go. Make it alright for the last time. Take it slow, numb from the pain, don't mess around.
Jake, what did you expect from this album and what did you get?
I expected different. I didn't get different.
No, not really. I mean, okay, to be fair, Matt McAndrews doesn't scream, so you can't add that. I don't really know what else they could give you at this point.
I don't either.
Matt McAndrews sounds amazing. He is an incredible vocalist.
And you told me to make sure I listened to this album, and I did listen to it all the way through while I was at work. And every time the next song played, I was like, wait a minute, I've heard this one before.
Yep. Yeah.
Spotify was apparently... playing me the song of my people.
Yeah.
Anyway, Spotify was very good about playing me brand new songs that I haven't heard, which is weird.
But they won't let you keep listening to songs that you discover once.
That's true. Yeah, because apparently I had heard this whole album in bits and pieces
You probably heard it before me
in passing.
because I think it came out last Friday.
Yeah.
It didn't come out this Friday.
I
You
listened
just
to
weren't
it
here.
all the way through, and there was maybe 2 songs that I hadn't heard yet. It
Yeah.
was just kind of sprinkling them in there.
I will say, Medicate with Rory, a banger.
Yes.
Absolutely insane. Sacrifice, the closer on the album, fucking banger. And that's the thing. You could make a case that every single one of these songs are good. The problem is, we got a little bit of the Breaking Benjamin effect going on.
Oh boy.
Every Rain City Drive song, new or old, whether you've heard it before or not, sounds like Rain City Drive. Like very much so.
Trying to remember what singles.
The single's the one with the most views.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Disarm the Hourglass was good. And Never Bloom were also good. Those are probably my top 4.
Never Bloom was yeah. I see that. Medicate Me, that was out for a while, I think. Was that the first single?
Yes.
Medicate Me? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I think Frozen might have been the first one. But Medicate Me has the most views because of Dayseeker.
Because Dayseeker.
Yeah.
Yes.
It could have also been the first single. I just don't remember.
I really liked Never Bloom, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that one was more catchy.
Fun fact, we almost saw Rain City Drive.
Almost.
We almost saw them with Dayseeker and Polaris at Tennessee, which, hey, Tennessee's gone. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Thoughts, hopes,
So
prayers with...
Any chance of going to a show in Asheville?
Bro, don't get me started. No, for real, hope. Thoughts and prayers with people in Western North Carolina and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Tennessee. Shut the fuck up. With Asheville, North Carolina and Tennessee and I guess parts of Virginia, Georgia, and Florida. But I think Asheville was definitely like the worst.
Yeah. And a lot of people helped out with that. A lot of private helicopters because most of it was not accessible.
Yeah.
A lot of people spent their own money helping out.
A lot of people went hiking looking for people's loved ones, like took go bags and like GPSs and sat phones and
I
shit.
was like Cletus McFarlane, one of my favorite YouTubers, car YouTubers. He also has a liking for planes and helicopters, and he just recently got his own helicopter finished that he bought because he bought a pretty much junk helicopter that had to be fully rebuilt. And right after flying it back to his house, immediately took it up to North Carolina to help out. Went through 5 tanks of fuel out of his own pocket. I don't know if you know how much fuel goes into a helicopter.
Probably a fuck ton.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
They measure it in pounds, not gallons, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a bad thing. I've had so many good concert experiences at the Cherokee Center in Nashville too, which I've gotten confirmation now that it is still standing. They actually used it to like refugee people because it was on like the top of like a hill.
Yeah.
But dude, downtown Asheville, like there are streets that are just gone, like whole sections of towns that are just zip codes are taken away. Like,
yep.
Really sad. So go help them if you can. Rain City Drive did something that they've done before, which is make a good album. Oh, fucking hell. Goddamn Wednesday nights, eh?
Yeah. Busy night for the railroad.
I'm going to talk over it.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
It's that same one engine. There's nothing behind it.
Okay, cool. Does it have to blow its horn every time? If it's just
yeah, it does.
Do you agree with that though? Like it's good, but it's not good. Different.
And I'm perfectly okay with it being sprinkled into my normal Spotify because it blends well.
Let me be clear. No one will hear this album and go, ugh.
Yeah, no.
It's a good record. But like, I just feel like other artists we listen to have the ability to change their sound a lot more than Rain City Drive does. They're kind of locked in, you know?
That's true.
Like Imagine Dragons is always going to sound like Imagine Dragons. Yeah, it's kind of that vibe. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
I think I'll go 1 up to a 7.
Okay. All right. And then Our Hollow or Home?
Will you remember me when my bones are cold and 6 feet deep? 'Cause I'm holding on for you. So say you'll remember me on the tip of your tongue, not a distant memory. I'm still holding on for you.
This is a review and a conversation that I never wanted to have. I talked to James on the podcast before, like probably 5 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever. All the days blend together when you're sick. And it was a really sad story. It was a sad story in lots of ways, and I'm not going to bore you with those details now because you can just go find that episode. It's our second most viewed episode, only to Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And just listen to him because he kind of opens up about everything and like really just dives into it. So we're only going to be talking about the music today because I've spent so much time on that already. Fucking banger ass metalcore album, bro. Holy shit. It's a good, clean, classic metalcore album. And I am fucking hyped for it. Going out with a bang, I tell you, bud. Got a little Canadian there. But they're British, so give me a bottle of water. This shit got my mouth on fire. It's so good. All right, that's go ahead.
Yeah, that was bad.
Trying to speak through the phlegm here, Jake. If I yell, it doesn't fucking bother me as much.
I will say I wish Spotify would have played this for me instead of all the Rain City Drive.
So you think you heard Rain City Drive a little bit more than this one?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think a couple of them got sprinkled in. Definitely the singles have been in there. I don't know. I kind of like using the automated playlist.
Yeah.
I don't know. It intrigues me what it finds.
I'm going to just send you the CDs in the mail. So it's like, hey, this is what you got to listen to over and over again before we talk about it.
And I tried to, but
yeah,
I don't have time. I have to let Spotify do its thing.
Let's just go down the track list, Jake. Castaway is such a fucking amazing intro.
Yes.
Hope in Hell
might be my favorite. I don't know.
You know what's funny is Chad told me that was one of his favorites too.
Yeah, that's up there.
Burial Season, Veil Walker, Burial Season and Veil Walker singles. Bangers. They're all bangers. Yes. I really like Lifeline is probably my second to third favorite song on the record. It's a more like, it's got a punchy chorus. It's like there, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to forget which songs are which, honestly.
Yeah.
I have that problem a lot.
Funeral Verse was my favorite single. Do you remember that one?
I do remember that one.
And then The Worst in Me was good. They were all good. But I want to specifically highlight the last two songs here. Grave Warden and Blood Moon. God damn.
I feel like Grave Warden stood out to me a lot too. Because when I'd listen to albums, for some reason, I don't pay attention to what each song is called. I'll just listen to it. And yeah, towards the end, I remember. I looked at it. Grave Warden was what was playing.
Yep. There's just something magical about a fucking... And it's funny, when we had James on, he said that a lot of the reviews that they got back from like critics said that it was dated metalcore. I told him, I was like, brother,
there's no such thing as dated metalcore.
Dated metalcore is the best type of metalcore.
There's no such thing as dated metalcore.
And he even said, he's like, I'm like 35 years old. That's the shit I like. He's like, I grew up listening to the End of Heartache and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
This, if you like metalcore just at its barest bones, just what was in the fucking like 2010 to 2016, you will love this album.
That is what I like. That is what I want to listen to.
Yep.
Give it to me now.
Yep. It's like the fucking GIF I sent you earlier. More feed
me more. That's Ryback. He doesn't know who Ryback is.
Wait, did I fuck it up?
Yeah, it's Feed Me More.
I thought it was Me More Feed.
No, it's Feed Me More.
Oh, okay. Well, that's you with this kind of metalcore.
Yeah. That's some older WWE shit. Ryback.
I will say though, if you support this record, please support the members of the band that did not get recognition for making this record.
Breach.
They're in the description of my previous episode with our Hollower Home.
Do we even say buy merch? Because maybe.
Yes, no, we do.
Okay.
Because I was told that basically what I was told in the last episode was that a rising empire put in 6 figures into this album, the record label, and then the only signed member of the band was just like, fuck y'all, your problem now, and then didn't even promote it on release day. So anything that this album can make is going to help a rising empire recoup their loss. So this is from an official member of the band, told us, buy merch, stream it, watch the music videos. A rising empire are great dudes, and they were really nice to the band. All right.
I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I'm going to give this album an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
So you like the Rain City Drive and Our Hollower Home about the same?
Yeah, the way it was introduced to me, yeah.
Okay. 2 7s for Jake and a 6 and an 8 for me. Go listen to Our Hollower Home. Go listen to Rain City Drive. We recommend both those albums. Jake, what is our final topic for the day?
Our final topic. What is going to get us clicks?
You act like we don't want to talk about it.
P. Diddy, the diddler.
Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy.
MGK's daddy.
Emphasis on daddy.
Oh my God. The P. Diddy situation has been interesting, has it not?
It has been very interesting.
Now you have a timeline.
Yeah, I do have a timeline from Forbes here.
With a shit ton of Capital One ads?
Yeah, God, if I have to see another fucking 4.1% APR.
Do not
APY.
try to browse the internet without an ad block.
Well, it's gone. No.
Did you just...
No. Apparently if you go like, that's whatever the fuck I just did, it'll close it out. Yeah, there's a timeline here. So the most...
All right, Jake, what P. Diddy been up to, man?
All right, the most recent update from Forbes as of October 1st.
Well, you got to start from the beginning, bud.
That's a long time ago. That's last year.
Yeah. Just give him like a quick general rundown. You don't even have to use that. You could just use your own head if you want.
Well, it started with a couple people accusing him. One of them being Cassie Ventura, accused him of rape in 2018. So it had been a few years.
When did he beat up that girl in the hotel elevator?
That's her.
Oh, okay.
That's when all that surfaced, and then that brought up a whole bunch of other things.
He did a funny YouTube apology video at some point too.
Yeah, May 19th of this year, Cassie Ventura speaks out after CNN obtained the video of her being attacked in the hallway by
That's
him.
not funny. I don't know why I laughed.
You laughing makes me laugh.
It's not funny, man. He's a piece of shit.
And after that, it was just a waterfall of everybody coming forward, feeling like they finally have some kind of outlet because everybody's scared of him. He is a very powerful man and everybody's scared, and then one person can talk. All it takes is that one or two people to bring strength to the rest of them.
Now, we got to hold up here for a second because there's also got to be an element of fear involved in coming out at P. Diddy. And because Eminem said that Diddy's the one that put the hit out that got Pac killed.
I believe it.
I believe this man has had people murdered before.
For sure. Yeah, he is a very powerful man. He has produced and found, and a lot of people owe him things.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't even have to say the words. He can just be like, get rid of the problem, and someone kills someone for him.
Yeah.
Probably not no more, though.
But according to Forbes, the most recent update is there is a lawyer named Tony Busby who is representing 120 accusers who plan on filing civil lawsuits against.
That's actually crazy.
Yes.
And some of them were
120.
kids.
Yes. Some of them were very young.
Like way too young.
I think he touched Bieber quite a bit.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Bieber Vance. So it starts with Usher and that story too.
Yeah.
I feel like Bieber got it pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
And because there's a point in time where you just see Bieber one day and then you saw him in the spotlight a few months later and the sparkle in his eyes were gone, bro. That man was so fucking fed up.
That poor little white boy.
And Diddy was not, if he did, this is all alleged, by the way. I just have to say that. Diddy was not the only one to potentially mess with the Biebs. There were a lot of people that sexualized him when he was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Fucking Amy Schumer or someone allegedly kissed him on the mouth when he was 16 on stage or something.
Yeah, there was a lot of different instances where he was way too young to being touched like he was.
Yeah. But if anyone knows, P. Diddy is who brought Usher into the spotlight. Usher was, correct me if I'm wrong, but Diddy was Usher's guardian.
Yeah.
When he was a kid.
For a little while, yeah. Because he went and lived with him for a while.
Right. And then Usher did that for Bieber, but Usher left Justin Bieber with Diddy for a couple days.
Yeah. 48 hours with Diddy.
And just even the public
He said that himself. I've seen first 48. This is 48 hours with Diddy. He said that himself. Yikes.
Now, it is worth saying that Justin Bieber has not said anything.
Not yet.
But, brother, look at the man's face. Have you seen the video of P. Diddy patting down Justin Bieber for a fucking wire?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Dude, Justin got out of like a Tahoe one time and he went up to like dap Diddy up and Diddy was like, oh, and Justin was like, are you kidding me? He put his arms up. He literally tapped him for a wire. Not even lying. You could find the video right now.
Jesus.
Diddy
This goes deep. This goes very deep.
Diddy is a bad motherfucker. And I don't mean in the fun way.
One of two things is going to happen. He's either connected to more powerful people and he's going to get Epsteined while he's in prison.
Yeah, if Diddy dies, he didn't kill himself.
No.
I'm just putting it out there now. He did not kill himself. There are a lot of people that have a lot to lose if he stays alive.
Yep. And apparently he's ratting on a lot of them if he can stay alive for it.
Yeah, but and see, that doesn't make sense to me, right? Because if he fucking rats on people, won't he just die once they release him anyway?
Not if they keep him in protective custody in prison.
What, for the rest of his life? Why would you rat on people if you're staying in prison for the rest of your life? Isn't the point to get a shorter sentence?
Or you could at least get in protective custody somehow.
Or like house arrest maybe kind of thing? I think he's done too much bad shit to get house arrest,
I
but...
don't know. He might disappear.
How many people did you say this lawyer said?
120.
120 people. And he also said, and I quote, these names will shock people. Guys, there are going to be some names. People are going down. Do you have any guesses?
I know 50 Cent ain't one of them.
No, 50 Cent is not one. He has already started his Netflix documentary about Diddy. Dude, he called up Netflix the day Puff was arrested.
Yeah. 50 ain't one of them. 50 ain't with it.
Eminem's not one of them.
Nope.
Eminem. Cat Williams ain't one of them.
Oh, no. Cat Williams been telling these people for a while.
Dude, let's talk about Cat Williams real quick. People say that man's crazy, but he been telling the truth about a lot of things for a long time.
I'm not going to say he's not crazy, though.
Okay, he might be crazy, but...
he's a little crazy.
He tried to tell us.
He did.
I'm just saying, MGK is kind of fucking weird, and Puff brought Diddy, or MGK on his record label.
I read $3,000 a month, Joe Rogan.
What did he even say about Diddy? I don't even remember. He was using a bunch of
saying
fucking...
like this. He's like, it's all going to come out.
Yeah.
So...
Usher's going to be on it.
Yeah, I feel like Usher was more of a victim, though.
Then why would Usher leave Bieber with him?
But being victimized early could have made him a part of it, I guess, too.
True. A lot of people are saying Tom Hanks, but they also said that about Epstein. Where is this Tom Hanks shit coming from?
Why is everybody after Tom Hanks?
I don't know. Tom Hanks is like the nicest fucking guy.
I don't know why Tom Hanks... LeBron's in there.
Yeah, LeBron is someone I'm curious about. Do you remember Lecrae, Christian rapper?
Yeah.
He said he got on TikTok or something and said he went to a Diddy party, but he said like people respected the fact that he didn't fuck with the weird shit.
Huh.
But dude, what if it came out that a fucking Christian artist was fucking a part of shit, like deep in it?
I mean, you wouldn't be able to color me surprised.
No. I want to say someone like fucking Oprah or Ellen DeGeneres could potentially be one that goes down pretty hard.
Yeah.
The NBA would collapse if LeBron James was on that list.
I don't think he's the only one.
Chris Brown is a big one for me.
Yeah, that'll be in there. It's a long list. It's like one of those. It's
Kevin
like,
Hart.
All right, all those involved. And they pull up the scroll and it falls to the floor.
What do you think about Kevin Hart?
I don't know. I feel like he might be involved in some shit.
Look, here's the thing. If you have celebrity status, you have the opportunity to be at a Diddy show.
The Diddy parties.
A Diddy party, yeah.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Oh, God.
Things that were seized from his property.
The fucking lawyer, he was like, I don't think it was 1,000. Yes, it was 1,000. That was what was written on the court documents.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
He said
buys things in bulk.
The lawyer said,
He's
my
got
man's went to the Costco up the street from his house and he bought things in bulk.
That's more than a pallet, my dog. Pretty sure a pallet of baby oil doesn't have 1,000 bottles on it.
Also, are we talking about like the big bottles or are we talking about like the little travel shampoo bottle size?
I think it's big bottles.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if we're talking Costco bottles, that's like 1.5 liters.
So he got 1,000 liters?
He's got like 1,000 2-liter bottles of fucking baby oil.
God.
I'm surprised they were able to even get through the door.
So what's the latest update? Did we already go through that?
Yeah, that was the 120 accusers.
120 people coming forward.
Mm-hmm.
No, all seriousness though, if he did fuck with kids, I hope he fucking dies in prison.
But not before we bring everybody else.
No. I want to know all the fucking juicy details first, but what if it's like, what if they throw us through a loop and it's like, Oliver Sykes, bring me the horizon. Nope, he's lying. Making it up, officer.
There's a documentary already
That's what I'm saying.
on Tubi.
Oh, well.
A documentary was released for streaming on Tubi featuring an interview with Combs' lawyer.
Oh, that sounds more like an interview and not a fucking documentary.
Oh.
But 50 Cent did for real start a Netflix documentary about it.
Yeah.
That man must hate Diddy.
I mean, yeah, 50's a real one.
I love 50 Cent. He gets a little bit weird with his Trump love sometimes, but I like 50 Cent.
That is one thing. He's very anti-gay. He's like old school.
Oh, 50 Cent is?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not anymore. Still?
Pretty sure. And,
oh, well. I mean, I hope he's not mean to gay people, but from my experiences with 50 Cent, I've liked most everything that's come out of his mouth.
yeah, I mean, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's what, 50 now? 50's 50. How old is 50 Cent? Hang on.
Oh, no. Take a guess. Do you think he's 50?
Oh, yeah. I think he's over 50.
I think he's probably like 48. Watching me right.
49.
Yo, let's go.
It's 49, so he's almost 50 years old.
God damn, so how old was he when he got shot?
Born in 1975, dog. He's almost as old as my dad.
He's
like 5 years away from being as old as my dad.
Imagine if 50 Cent was your dad.
Well, anyway.
Here's the thing. 50 fucks with M.
50-year-old gangsta man has been... Those type of people have been known to be pretty homophobic.
That's true. And rap used to kind of just be homophobic.
100%. Especially back then.
I have a theory, though, that he's probably...
It was all about bitches and hoes back then.
If it wasn't a bitch, he didn't want it. I feel like he's probably grown up a little bit.
Maybe.
Because I feel like that people would have tried to cancel him if he's still homophobic.
Damn, he's only like 6 years younger than Ice Cube.
Is Ice Cube homophobic?
Yeah, probably.
Jesus Christ. How are these people getting movie roles? And I guess it doesn't matter when it's rap.
It doesn't matter. That's what rap's about, dog.
Anyway, if he is homophobic, fuck that. But I hope he's not. Also, Eminem's definitely not homophobic, but he used to be. That's kind of where I was like, maybe 50 kind of grew out of it kind of thing. Do you kind of just let 50 Cent believe whatever he wants and he got shot like 20 times? If like once you get shot 20 times, are you just allowed to have your own beliefs?
It was 9 times.
Only 9? Well, whatever.
9 times.
Basically 20.
He was a crack dealer at 12 years old. He got shot 9 times at age 23.
God damn. That would have been 3 years ago for me.
Yeah.
5 years ago for you.
He was dealing crack at 12.
My man's was making money. He was an entrepreneur.
My man was slanging it at 12.
What do you think he looked like when he was 12?
Oh, that man was built when he was 12. I'm sure of it.
Like he was a scary motherfucker, like the security type of thing.
Always.
Yeah.
From Queens, New York.
That makes sense. I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to have another episode about Diddy when that shit comes out.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Because I just think that like Warped Tour, this is kind of like a evolving story.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is current and evolving.
Which, by the way, a little update on Warped Tour. Kevin Lyman did confirm that Warped is coming back next week now. It's no longer just not next week.
Shit.
Jake, it's time.
Oh, no. I forgot to get my tickets.
Oh, seniors get in for free.
Oh, Siri, order my tickets.
So yes, Warped Tour is coming back in 2025. We still just don't know how, but it is confirmed by the man himself. So, yeah. We've been yapping here for about an hour and a half. Probably not as long as for the listener because we had to cut out a bunch of shit.
We've been yapping.
Yeah. Little homie here. He's oh, you taking his cookie? Anyway, I don't usually say this because I think it's really annoying when people do it, but I'm going to say it every once in a while. If you...
You physically can't.
If you like watching or listening to our podcast, god damn. If you like listening or watching our podcast, please leave us 5 stars or give us a thumbs up on YouTube. If you want to keep liking our content and listening to our shit, comment and subscribe. It goes a long way. It lets us know that you know we exist. And comment, what voice should Jake attempt to do next week when he introduces the podcast?
And I probably won't be able to do it.
He'll try, though.
I'll do my
If
best.
a fan asks you to, Jake, are you going to tell our fan no?
I'll attempt.
There you go. All right, well, we have a lot of concerts to get to. We got some work to get done before then. And apparently we're both going to cough our fucking lungs out before then. So until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.